Hello everybody and welcome back to Deadites Movie Reviews. Today we'll be doing a special Deadites Halloween Reviews. I know it's been a while since I made a last video, but I decided to come back with a vengeance for Halloween. That's right. Today we'll be taking a look at the classic 1986 horror sci-fi film, Aliens.
Just tell me one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan.
All right, people, on the ready line. Are you me? Yeah! Are you me? Yeah! Are you? Get on the ready line, Marine! Get something to do! Get on the ready line!
There she is. Get your light up here.
Keep back, don't scare her.
Movement! Talk to me, Hudson!
I got signals. I got readings in front and behind.
There's nothing back here.
Look, I'm telling you, there's something moving and it ain't us.
Get them out of there!
They cut the power.
How could they cut the power, man? They're animals. There's movement all over the place. 5 meters, man. 4.
Aliens. This time, it's war.
Now, about 2 years ago, I did my review for Alien, so you can actually check that up in the annotation link that will appear around here, or in the description bar for that review. But, for this review, I want to talk about James Cameron's classic. Now, James Cameron had a big task: make a sequel to a film that was insanely popular and insanely scary. How could you do that? Well, you take that concept and you move it along into the sci-fi action genre, which he excels at. So he kept the tension that the original film had, but made it more action-like. There's Marines, there's, explosions, there's everything that you want in a sci-fi action film, all wrapped up in this little bundle. Now, the story of the film takes place about 50 or 60 years after the end of Alien, when Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, has been in cryosleep for that long after the events of Alien. Oh, spoiler if you haven't seen Alien, but I needed to explain this one. But when she wakes up, she's founded by the Weyland-Yutani Corp, who need her to go check out this new location of Colony, where they haven't heard back from a while. So they sent her along with a bunch of Colonial Marines, who were introduced to in this film, to check out what's going on. And I can say this with fact, bad shit goes down. So, some scary crap, man. My opinion on this film is actually, I think I prefer it to the original Alien just slightly, because I like this whole sci-fi action genre that it goes, and a little bit quicker pace than the original film. That being said, the original is a classic and I still love it. I actually just rewatched Alien and it still holds up. My review is still 100% spot on. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but It just does for Alien. It's a classic. Now, Aliens is simply a classic. It's probably the best sequel, barring like, Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back, from the Star Wars franchises, those being sequels, but those were part of a trilogy. So this is probably the best single sequel of all time, I think, period. Even though technically it's a quadrilogy, you kind of want to forget the second half even happened. So you stick with the 1 and 2. But, moving back to Aliens, it's great. The production value is great. The casting is great. Ripley, as a character played by Sigourney Weaver, still brings her A-game performance. It's kind of what made her known, and she shines in the role. And she pulls off being a complete badass after the events of the first film, where she's more like a victim, to this one being like she somewhat knows how to deal with these things. And she, of course, has that famous line, which is minor spoilery if you haven't seen it, but the famous line I absolutely love is,
"Get away from her, you bitch!"
Classic. Perfect example of how you make a film. This film should be taught in classes how to make a sequel, how to make it interesting, and how to build upon something that was already interesting. As for this being a Halloween-themed review, I gotta say, it's a perfect time to watch for Halloween. If Halloween you want, if you like dark horror where it's more like you just feel a sense of dread, this isn't kind of the film for you, per se, because it's a lot more fun. There's more there's xenomorphs and there's more creatures. That type of horror. If you love that style, this is going to be right up your alley if you have not already seen this before or seen any other film. But for the Halloween season, this film is pretty much perfect. So why not give it its day and say that if you want to watch something during Halloween that is awesome, not the scariest, but is the most fun, I think Aliens is high up there on the list. I give this film actually a perfect 5 out of 5. I really enjoy it. It holds up very well. It's action-packed, has a tiny bit of humor, brings more depth to the characters, and James Cameron really knows how to make a really damn good sequel. So, that's my thoughts on this. Hope you guys have a nice Halloween, and I will see you next time. Oh, wait, who turned out the lights? Oh, damn it, this happened before. Get it over with. Oh God, no, no!
They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me!